three jewels, these three stones, 1, 2, 3, it sort of looks like our triquetras symbol, the triple helix as it were. These three jewels represent the agent of transformation, transforming men into gods. And these three stones are the essential part of what's referred to as yoga. You see, yoga is an alchemical experience. It is, the word yoga means connect. You're connecting you with the God. And so why is it that we're seeing Christian yoga all throughout the church? Instead of following the Scriptures, they're following the idol shepherd. They're wanting to be transformed into gods, knowing good and evil through the practice of yoga. And then you have the what's called the mudra, the hand gesture that you use. It's called the seal or the mark. You see the image there. What does that look like to you? That's the three stones. It's the capstone. It's the pyramid or the triangle. The man of sin, 1, 2, 3. Lust of the flesh, lust of the eyes, pride of life that we see in Genesis chapter 3. The mudra is referred to as the seal or the mark, and it's one of these hand gestures that you make while you're practicing yoga. Here's an article from Wikipedia talking about yoga, and it says in yoga, mudras are used in conjunction with pranayama, which is yogic breathing exercises. Generally, while seated in a Vajrasana pose, to stimulate different parts of the body involved while breathing and to affect the flow of prana, which means the breath or spirit in the body. A brain research paper published in the National Academy of Sciences in November 2009 demonstrated that hand gestures stimulate the same regions of the brain as language, the words that Lucifer spoke. This idea of yoga and the hand gestures representing the breath or the spirit that is in you is associated with Kundalini, the serpent going up the 33 bones of your spinal column to activate your pineal gland. And when your pineal gland is activated, we talked about this, they say you're awakened. Actually, when the pineal gland is activated, it puts you to sleep. This is the sleep of death that God referred to, and He told the prophet Jeremiah, they shall sleep a perpetual sleep and not ever be awakened again. This alchemy related to the philosopher's stone, the transformation design of yoga, the three gems that are a part of that, the hand gestures. It's also referred to, let's get Dan Brown out here. Dan Brown talked about the Masonic meditation room that he said was in the base of the Capitol building. You go into the Masonic meditation room, you see the word vitriol, which basically is another word for sulfuric acid. Sulfuric acid, by the way, dissolves. The things must be dissolved so they can be recoagulated again. That's what the principle of the philosopher's stone is all about. But that word vitriol actually is an anagram for this Latin phrase, visita interiora terrae rectificando in vinis occultum lapidem, which means visit the interior parts of the earth, and by rectification thou shalt find the hidden stone. See, this is alchemy at work here. And it says the hidden stone is actually found when you visit the interior parts of the earth. You know what that is? That's the abyss. The pit. Guess who's down there? The Revelation 9:11 Abad Napoleon, destroyer. This philosopher's stone is nothing more than the Antichrist himself, who is the agent of transformation. You've seen the symbol of what they called the circumpunct. The dot within the circle. Guess what that is? The circle is like the earth, and the dot in the center of it is actually the womb of the earth, the interior parts of the earth, the bottomless pit, where the Antichrist is right now. And he says, visit there. When you get there, you'll find the agent of transformation, Abaddon, Apollyon, the destroyer himself. Think of things that are buried or hidden in the Bible. And I'm just going to visit this one thing. In Joshua chapter 7, verse 21, we have Achan who went to Jericho and stole what he wasn't supposed to steal. And the Bible describes what he did with it. When I saw among the spoils a goodly Babylonish garment, and 200 shekels of silver, and a wedge of what? Gold. 50 shekels weight. Then I coveted them and took them, and behold, they were hid in the earth in the midst of my tent, and the silver under it. What did he do? He buried it. He hid it in the interior of the earth. You see, this whole thing about a stone is just nothing more than an image of the beast, the Antichrist itself. When they try to tell you that Harry Potter is actually going to teach you about Jesus, it's not the same Jesus. It's another Jesus. A different one than what Paul preached, than what the Bible lays out for you. And so notice that they tell you that you can believe Harry Potter if you get around this idea of witchcraft. This idea of witchcraft is actually forbidden in the Scriptures. So what he's telling you is, once you get around the Bible, you'll find that Harry Potter is an agent of transformation, bringing us all enlightenment and harmony and world peace, and all kinds of good things are going to happen now if we just follow the alchemical magic of Harry Potter. We already see that alchemy at work, that transformation, dissolving the old in the church, the old King James Bible. Let's get it out of the way. Let's dissolve it in men's minds. Somebody made a statement to me and they said, Pastor Mike, you know how we always thought, they're going to come in with guns and take away all of our Bibles? He said, I don't think they're going to do that anymore. I don't think they'll need to fire a shot to get people to hand over the real Word of God. And you know what? He is dead on. People don't follow the Bible anymore. And when you don't follow the Bible, you have to replace it with something. Let's replace it with myth. Let's replace it with New Age philosophies. Let's replace it with the great work, the Philosopher's Stone. Let's replace it so that instead of worshiping the Good Shepherd, Jesus Christ, we're worshiping the idol shepherd, the red ruby stone, the god of gold, that we're all going to consume one of these days and become a god just like him. Only now we will have ears and won't hear. We have eyes but we'll be blind. We'll have mouths but we cannot speak. We cannot speak intelligently. We have hands but we can't do anything. Legs. We are going to be just like the idol shepherd, the stone. The agents of transformation are at work. The murders in Oslo, Norway, the killings that take place, the paradigm shifts that are happening. It just seems like with increasing rapidness in our world. It reminds us why we have to be ever watchful of what's going on. It reminds us that we should never, ever, if we're going to have conspiracy theories, let's make sure that we never, ever walk away from that which is recorded in the Scriptures. Remember, this going on is that which has already been spoken by the prophets. This is why we stick with the old King James Bible, and we're never going to let sulfuric acid or anything else dissolve this away from us as true watchmen of the wall of Israel. God bless you. This is Pastor Mike. We love you. We'll see you the next time, if the Lord allows. Bye-bye.